everybody trying to be a victim. Like, what's this girl, Meghan Markle? Seemed like a nice lady. Just complaining. I was like, didn't she hit the light skin lottery? Sometimes it's just some in-law. Cause she's complaining. I'm like, what the she talking about? Oprah, they're so racist. They wanted to know how brown the baby was gonna be.
Meghan Markle has once again become the subject of mockery after American comedian Chris Rock slammed her racism claims against the royal family in a new stand-up show on Netflix. And fans wonder how the royal princess is taking it. What is this all about? Well, keep watching to find out. The 58-year-old comedian, Chris Rock, who was famously on the receiving end of a slap from Will Smith at the 2022 Oscars, didn't hold back when it came to mocking Meghan Markle. In the show, that was broadcast live on Netflix, a first for the streaming service, Chris questioned complaining Meghan's claims from her now infamous 2021 interview with Oprah Winfrey. Yes, you heard right. Chris Rock joked about Meghan Markle's accusations of racism against the royal family as the comedian hosted his own stand-up special titled Selective Outrage, which, in a groundbreaking move for Netflix, was broadcast live recently. During the set, he addressed Markle's interview with Oprah Winfrey that occurred in April 2021. In the interview, Markle and Prince Harry said that, while at Buckingham Palace, there were concerns raised about how dark their baby's skin might be before Archie was born. Besides, earlier this year, Prince Harry rejected the idea that he and his wife had accused the royal family of racism during the Winfrey interview. But Rock questioned the belief that Markle was the victim of racism and brushed off her experience by saying she was merely dealing with in-laws. Like, who is this girl Meghan Markle? He started, adding, seems like a nice lady, just complaining. Like, didn't she hit the light skin lottery? He mocked her claims to Winfrey, saying as Markle, they're so racist, they're so racist. Rock then said some of that as she went through was not racism, it was just some in-laws.
They're so racist, they're so racist. Some of that she went through was not racism. It was just some in-law. Sometimes it's just some in-law. Cause she's complaining, I'm like, what the she talking about? Oprah, they're so racist. They wanted to know how brown the baby was gonna be.
Rock continued, sometimes it's just some in-laws because she's complaining. I'm like, what the F is she talking about? Once again, the comedy star mocked Markle by repeating her claims, Oprah, they're so racist they wanted to know how brown the baby was going to be. Unlike, that's not racist. Because even black people want to know how brown the baby going to be. Rock claimed to know what Markle was going through, stating, I know her dilemma. Black girl tried to be accepted by her white in-laws. Oh, it's hard. It's so hard. It's very hard. But it ain't as hard as a white girl trying to be accepted by her black in-laws. Now that thing is really hard. He then quipped, Meghan Markle, I know the dilemma. I'm like, if you black and you wanted to be accepted by your white in-laws, then you need to marry a Kardashian because they accept everybody. Elsewhere in Rock's special, the comedian roasted Will Smith over the Oscars slap and made a bold Oscars claim about Smith's wife. Matrix Reloaded star Jada Pinkett Smith and fans have been commenting on his views, especially on Meghan. Meanwhile, while the whole mockery was going on, Jada Gavinkar, one of Meghan Markle's longtime pals, was spotted laughing backstage at Chris Rock's live Netflix show as the comedian roasted the Duchess of Sussex Saturday night. Gavinkar, who has staunchly defended Markle in the past, was spotted enjoying the jokes backstage with comedian Dave Chappelle in the VIP green room at Baltimore's Hippodrome Theater. Janina looked to be enjoying the show very much. She was standing up by the TV screens and laughing. One eyewitness told Page 6. According to Page 6, Rock's Markle dig has been a regular part of his stand-up show, and so it wasn't an unexpected joke in his hour-long set. However, Buckingham Palace issued a response on the allegations, calling the issues around race concerning. Gavinkar later said that the family and staff were well aware of the extent of it. We're all happy we are in a new era. You know, we get to tell the truth. Things are different now, Gavinkar said during an interview with Britons This Morning.
And the truth will come out. There's plenty of emails and texts about that.
That's obviously a big thing to say when you say you're speaking for yourself. So,
well, as expected, dozens of netizens have shared their thoughts regarding Chris' bold step to talk about Meghan. A fan wrote, Chris told no lies about the Meghan Markle issue. Sis should have known. Also, full disclosure, I'm guilty of many Lululemon offenses. Hashtag Chris Rock. Another fan reacted, Chris Rock's piece on Meghan Markle about how brown the baby would be was hilarious. The truth can be extremely funny. We just need to be kind to one another and the world will be a better place. In fact, comedians have shared their views on the comments, with many defending Rock for his set. Judy Love, Loose Women panelist, also shared her opinion of the jokes as she tweeted, I saw it live. But Lord, it hits differently when you see it recorded, knowing the world and specifically certain people can see it too. Jim Gaffigan, stand-up comedian and author, also shared his opinion and wrote, like most comedians, I'm continuously grateful for the existence of Chris Rock. Thank you, comedy gods. Comedian London Hughes also voiced support for Rock, saying she doesn't understand followers being weird because of her support. Don't understand followers being weird with me for supporting Chris Rock? Like you do know I'm a comedian, right? She said, but some netizens are simply not having it as a fan commented. Chris Rock, who are you to have the audacity to intervene and question Meghan Markle? Barking up the wrong tree. While a fan who happens to be a comedian wrote, Chris Rock, I like to think I'm just a spectator watching the Will Smith, Meghan Markle stuff and not taking sides. The question I always ask myself is when comedy has gone too far. Some of the stuff comedians say is something I wouldn't say. Meanwhile, Chris Rock isn't the only one that has recently thrown shades at Meghan Markle. Markle has also found herself mocked in an episode of South Park. In the episode that aired recently, Markle and Prince Harry were repeatedly sent up, and reports claim that Markle herself was left upset by its content. The latest episode of South Park, which is based around two characters who look almost identical to Meghan, Duchess of Sussex and Prince Harry, is not exactly kind to its stars. But according to a spokesperson speaking on behalf of the Sussexes, reports that the couple are furious about their portrayal are not accurate. It's all frankly nonsense, a representative told The Guardian. Totally baseless, boring reports. Additionally, the episode, entitled The Worldwide Privacy Tour, sees the couple fly their private jet around the world in a high-profile publicity blitz intended to stop people talking about them. They carry placards saying "Stop looking at us," chanting "We want privacy," as they tour Paris, India, and areas of Australian countryside populated only by kangaroos. The response follows days of articles stating that the Duchess of Sussex was distinctly unhappy about Matt Stone and Trey Parker's depiction of the couple. The Spectator had claimed that she was upset and overwhelmed by the show and that she was annoyed by South Park but refuses to watch it all, despite it being unclear who its source was. Also, a Fox News source even went as far as to suggest that the episode could result in legal action. Royal commentator Neil Sean claimed that the Sussexes' representatives were now watching the series closely for any more attacks. According to sources close to the ex-royals, it appears that, like so many things with Meghan and Harry, this may have legal ramifications attached. He said, seemingly incorrectly, their legal team are casting an eye over the episode to see what is wrong and what could be turned into something more sinister. In the episode, the royal couple move into the house opposite character Kyle's as part of their quest for a life free from media intrusion and attention. This attempt sees the prince play a drum kit loudly in the street outside his house and yell, "Hey you! What you looking at? You ever heard of privacy?" They conduct late-night fireworks displays intended to stop people from noticing them, while the princess declares, how many more princes and his wives have to live in this nightmare? Additionally, PR experts have suggested that the wrong response to the episode could have negative ramifications for the couple. U.S. celebrity publicity expert Matt Yanofsky told The Mirror that Meghan Markle is divisive and South Park is playing on that image, so it won't impact her. However, Yanofsky claims that if she were to lash out at the animated comedy, it could impact her differently. So whether or not Chris Rock threw shades at Meghan, it's clear that Meghan will keep making headlines as a result of mockery. Hopefully, that'll end soon. See you next time for more entertainment.